good, YouTube? It's your boy YKTVZ and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel here. Man, before I get into anything, man, make sure you drop a like on the video. Liking the video pushes the video to the recommended. Let's see if we can get us about 10 likes on this video, please. I'd greatly appreciate that. And another thing, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 300 subscribers, and with your help, I know we can get it done. And also, anything I say in this video, please, if you disagree or agree with me, drop something down in the comment section, man. I love to have a back and forth conversation with y'all. You know, I'm constantly looking in the comments to see who's gonna say something and who not. So you know, let's have a discussion, because today's video, you seen the title, changes 2K needs to make a great game. It's not gonna be that, but changes 2K need to make to be great. It's kind of is what I'm going for today, because I feel like 2K is now in its 2K is now in a rough spot. It's in a rough spot, and for no reason, for real. A lot of people actually complain about the game that really don't need to complain. I think 2K24 is probably the best game we've gotten since 2K20. About 2K20, I'd say 2K20 was like one of the greatest 2K we had in a minute. But I'm thinking towards how can 2K25 be good, and I got a couple things here written down already. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. I'm here to talk about these things. All right, let's get on to it. The first thing I got that 2K needs to change is I think 2K now needs to be free to play. Now look, the same thing the community did with the cross-play, you know, 2K bringing in cross-play, I feel like we can push that, we can push this narrative for making 2K free to play. Because, and the reason I wrote down was, I think the game would do greater numbers in bringing an audience of people that's turned off by the prices of 2K, because we know the microtransactions are out of control, and actually some of the old content creators that used to upload 2K don't play 2K as much because of the direction the game is going, right? And also, I think making the game free to play could change the behavior of the majority of the 2K audience. But we as the 2K community must close our wallets and make a message to 2K the same way we asked for them to put the crossplay in the game. And I think that'll be huge. Like, making the game free to play would increase the numbers amongst how many people are playing the game in general. Now, I'm not saying completely take out microtransactions, but I'm saying, as for somebody who would buy the game, like, depending on how much money you're spending on the game, you either got to spend, what, 70, 100, or 150. Those were like the 3 editions that dropped when the game launched. And in those packages, they didn't even give you enough to upgrade a player to compete when you go out into the rec or the park. Excuse me, because 2K knows where their popular game modes are, and that is the My Career mode or the My Team mode, but we're not here to talk about My Team. I'm here to strictly talk about My Career. They know where their popular game mode is, and for people to have to spend, you know, 70, 100, or 150 just to get the game and not have enough VC to max out their player is ridiculous. So now they got to spend whatever edition they got plus another $50 on top of that. They didn't even dribble yet. And they didn't dribble, they didn't take a shot, nothing like that. And they're already, you know, X amount of dollars in the hole. Making the game free to play would be great to, like I said, bring in more people to play the game that usually don't play 2K. And another thing, as far as I was talking about with the microtransactions and upgrading a player, I also believe that 2K needs to allow us players to start off at an 85 overall. Now I know 2K, I know y'all probably turned off the video already thinking like, man, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But I think I do. Because the way you guys have changed the game constantly, you're patching stuff, you're tweaking things, and you're listening to a bunch of people crying and debating crying about the game, which ain't difficult at all. But people gonna complain and cry no matter what. Making the game, one, free to play, and two, allowing the users to start off at an 85 overall will create diversity among what you see when you're playing on the park or in the rec, because 2K has drifted into the same play style. Like, everybody plays the same because nobody's trying to mess up on a build, so everybody's trying to look for the best possible build and stick with that, so they don't have to, like, make another build and purchase more VC. You know what I'm saying? So I think having players start off at an 85 overall would not only, I think, would keep the game fresh for everybody. Would keep players coming back and constantly playing the game, because me personally, this is my personal opinion, if I didn't have to spend money on making a new build, I'd have a new build almost every day. Almost every day, because I would try new things. I would try things that seem unlikely, that's uncommon in the game, just to have fun, because that's what the thing is about. That's what the game is all about. If 2K, you could still have your microtransactions from 85 to 99. You know what I'm saying? The people can either play to upgrade from 86 to 99, or they can just buy their way to it. That's fine. I get it. That's fine. But let me be able to come in the game off rip with a player that can compete without spending money, because that's an instant turn off for a lot of people. There needs to be more ways to earn prizes in the game, and in-game cosmetics is what I said. And I said I feel like there needs to be more challenges incorporated into the game. I would like there to be more 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 games against anybody in the NBA. And if you beat them, you get cool prizes that correlate with the player, such as shoes, jerseys, shorts, etc. And I also think that the mascots need to be a 1v1 challenge that you can attempt to play them to unlock the mascot. Even though the mascots are hidden behind the rep system in the game, I feel like it's becoming repetitive. Honestly, I feel like you can move the mascots behind a different type of reward, and I think the reward could be to be playing said mascot, but you're not just going to be playing said mascot. I don't think. What I would like to have into the game is kind of like a ladder, like the Mortal Kombat ladder, kind of like where you're going through different characters and playing them to ultimately beat the boss, which would be the mascot. I feel like if they would put something in the game where you're playing the players from the team and then eventually playing the mascot, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be like say the Sixers or something like that. Like, you start off with playing like some low overall player, then you move up, you play players like Maxey, you play like the Hall of Fame players from the Sixers, Julius Erving, you got Harden, you got Joel Embiid, Iverson, and then you would play that mascot, which is at that point a 99 overall. That's a mixed blend of every build that everybody that you beat. So it makes it harder, but I think it'll be more enjoyable to unlock the mascots like that. So it's like, yeah, I earned this by going through this tower of players and beating them like that. And I feel like that'll be a cool new system to add to unlocking a lot of things, not just the mascots. Like I said, like jerseys and all that stuff. Like, it'll be cool to one day load in and you're walking around the city and you see on the Mamba court you got Kobe over there shooting around, and it's like you dare challenge the Black Mamba, kind of like how they did with the Mortal Kombat Deception game, where you can walk up on characters and initiate a fight challenge. You initiate a 1v1 challenge with any player you see on the court to unlock something or to earn more VC, something like that. I think that'll be cool and more rewarding to the players, and I think that'll add another fun element to keep the game fresh and also replayable. Like that I think that'd be a cool addition as well. Moving on to the My Career storyline. I think 2K24 did a great job with adding the whole GOAT progression and the key game elements to give players more, of an immersive experience when they're playing My Career, because with the key game elements, it simulates through a lot of the season, which is cool because you don't got to play all 82 games to make it to the playoffs and the champion and the finals and all that. And then 2, it makes it kind of like gives you that extra push to actually go hard and you know what I'm saying, play the game and win the game. That's just me personally. So I think they did a great job with that. The one thing I'd say that needs to be added is they need to bring that college experience back again. I know it's like, why are we going back to the old days? But like having that college part and like earning your spot in the draft, it makes it much better for me, because it's like each game matters at that point. So you have to actually bring your A game so you can, like, you know what I'm saying, earn a spot in the draft. Because I personally do not like the fact that I can pick a team to go on and then play as is. Like, you know, I can go team up with LeBron and AD. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to work my way in college, make it to the top draft, and play whatever team that I get picked up by, and, you know, earn my keep and do all that and show my worth on that squad. And I think that needs to make a comeback. Moving on towards the badge progression in the game, 2K24 I think did a nice job with introducing a new way to earn badges, because I like the fact of, like, it's kind of like making you play a role, but there's a con to it, because you're not really getting the full experience of your player by not, you know what I'm saying, because of the badge progression, because you can lose badges by not utilizing the badge that you have. But the thing about basketball is there's different schemes, and, you know what I'm saying, one game you might be shooting all threes, the next game you might have to drive to the rim to get buckets, or you might have to pull up from the mid-range back to the basket, or you might have to pass the ball and stuff like that more often than, say, you did shooting the last game or something like that. So basketball varies, and I feel like it's not fair to have our badges fluctuate when we really can't control what happens the next game. You know what I mean? So I think I like the badge progression system. I like how they got it set up, but I feel like you shouldn't lose. Like, the thing that I think that needs to make that needs to be in the game is when you are upgrading your badges, when you're going through and working towards upgrading your badges, your badge levels should not drop out of that level. So for example, if you made it to a silver badge, you should not go under back to bronze. You should be able to stay at silver until you work your way up past it to the next one. Then once you max it out, it stays maxed out. That way you can go ahead and work on your other badges and max that out to fully experience your player, and then move on to creating another one. And that's pretty much all I have for my list of changes that 2K needs to make to be great. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about that list. Let me know if you think some of the stuff I said was foolish. Let me know if you agree on the stuff that I said. And don't forget to like the video if you made it all the way to the end. I appreciate you, and thank you for stopping by. And I will see you all to the next one. YKTVZ out. Peace.